What is he trying to do?
Hey, wasn't that Kratos just now?
Sheena! Yeah, he returned to Crucis.
I see. So he really is our enemy.
Yeah. But anyway, welcome back.
Thanks. Thank goodness we stopped the giant tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, we stopped the tree, and now here's one of those areas, or one of those parts of the game where everybody is all around, all over the place, and certain people are in certain spots, and you can talk to them, and it's voiced, so yeah.
I bet you lived a crappy, hard life so far, huh?
Gee, you sure know how to cheer someone up, don't you?
Well, don't worry about it too much. So now what? Aren't you at your wit's end right about now?
Why do you say that?
The giant tree, which we thought was all good, goes nuts. Our cute little Colette comes down with some funky cold. It's just human nature to start getting tired of it all.
I'm never gonna give up. If I quit, I'll never be able to face all the people who've suffered because of what I've done. So I'm gonna fight to the very end. I can't give up.
Hot-headed and stubborn as hell. Well, but I guess that's what I dig about you.
And, you know all those skits that we did before? You know those special skits that we found out on the world map? If you select the right answers, your friendship with those characters will go up, and different people will be in different places. The highest friendship you have with anybody is probably going to be Colette, but unless you unless you actually say mean things to her, it's always pretty much going to be Colette. So she's usually up on the balcony, and depending on who's up on the balcony, you'll get a special scene for each character. So it gives the game a lot of replayability, because then, like, if you want to see every single character's scene, I mean, I don't know if you'd want to do it that much, but whatever.
Lloyd, I feel like I'm starting to hate humans more and more.
I'm sorry, Genus.
You don't have to apologize, Lloyd. I like you, as well as the people of Esalia. It's just that when I think about how there are lots of people who think just like the mayor...
I remember a lesson where the professor said that words exist in order for people to understand one another.
What do you do about people who don't want to understand?
Genus.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to take it out on you. Don't worry about it.
The problem is what to do now. We need to know how the two worlds were forced apart before we can figure out a way to save them.
How the worlds were forced apart. I wonder about that too, but... I also want to know why Yggdrasil split the world in two.
Don't you think it was to protect the Great Seed? To protect Martel?
But because the worlds were pulled apart, that phase thing got shifted. And the Great Seed became unstable, right? And that's not really protecting her. That's more like putting her in danger.
Lloyd, you manage to say something intelligent every now and then. You're absolutely right.
Every now and then? Jeez, that's harsh.
The who, why, and how. That's what we need to know.
Right now, all we know is who.
This area resembles Ozette.
Yeah. This entire area is surrounded by a forest.
Lloyd, I heard about Chocolat.
And about Marble?
Yes, and other things as well. Were you hurt by Chocolat's hatred towards you?
Well, yeah. It's definitely painful when someone hates you, even if I deserved it.
I see.
But I'm going to do everything I can to make up for it, even if I don't ever make up for it completely.
Even if she never forgives you?
Whether or not you're forgiven isn't important. It's the effort that matters. At least, that's what I think.
This whole time, Colette hid her suffering deep in her heart, and always kept a smile on her face.
Yeah, and once again, I failed to notice.
She is a courageous girl. It takes tremendous strength to smile no matter how dire the situation.
Colette hides her suffering too much. It's okay for her to let her true feelings show.
She knows the power that words possess.
power of words?
Your will manifests itself in the words you speak, whether they be curses or words of joy. The soul of those words yields power.
I get it. Okay, and I'm gonna say it out loud right now. I will save Colette and both worlds.
Both worlds? Oh, yeah, never mind. Okay, I was about to say, wait, you're gonna say both worlds or both of the worlds? Whatever. Now it's time for the last one. Colette, once you talk to the person up on the balcony, this little area will go away and you won't be able to talk to everybody else. Jeez. Then, be sure and talk to everybody else before you talk to the balcony.
Lloyd, I'm sorry. I'm being a burden to you again, aren't I?
What are you talking about? You're the one that's suffering. Stop apologizing.
Okay, I'm sorry. Lloyd, you saw my shoulder, right?
Yeah.
I wonder if I'm just gonna turn into one big X-sphere.
You dork. There's no way that'll happen.
But it keeps spreading. Right now it's still hidden under my clothes, but eventually,
Colette.
if that happens, you're gonna hate me. I've caused you so much trouble, and now on top of that, my body's turning into this disgusting thing.
It's not disgusting. Remember what I said. You're you. Even if you become an X-sphere. No, I won't let you become an X-sphere.
Really?
Yeah. Have I ever lied before? Well, okay, I have. But I did keep my promise to give you your birthday present. So I swear that I'll save you no matter what. I promise.
You always save me. And you always keep the promises you've made to me.
Yeah, so cheer up. When you're down, everyone feels sad, including me.
I'm truly thankful to have met you, Lloyd. This time, I don't want to disappear. I really don't. I'm gonna live, right? I'm going to be able to stay by your side, right?
Of course. You're right here, in front of me, alive. I swear that you will be absolutely, positively, indubitably all right.
You know what the word indubitably means? What the crap? Why don't you just say undoubtedly? Anyway, what are we gonna do now? Let's go and see Altessa for Colette. Yes, regardless of whether or not we trust Kratos' words, we better return to Tetheala for now. Can we trust him, though? We don't have any other leads. All we can do is keep on going. Yeah, good point. Oh, hey, we get to move? Or we get teleported? Oh, hey, we get to move. Awesome. Okay. I just really hope I don't forget where all the rest of the Devil's Arms is, because, the thing is, once I got to part 104, like, back when the tree went crazy, yeah, that was when I ran out of my stash of videos, and when I recorded that stash, where are we going again? I think we're going about Tokyo. No, we're going to Altessa's house. Jeez, how do I forget that fast? Anyway, I got to the end of my stash, and it had been a long time since I recorded, so I don't know if I remember everything. Anyway, I'm going to switch Saya for Sheena, because Sheena's way better, and I'm going to get back to playing as Zelos. Awesome. Okay, Speedo time! Anyway, come right in there. Again. Okay, finally. If you're back here in Tetheala, then the world must be, actually... I see. So that's what caused the massive earthquake the other day. Doink? Was there damage on this side too? It seems the other regions were not greatly affected, but... There were landslides and falling rocks in this area, and because of that, Mythos he got pooned by some rocks. That apparently to one of my viewers looked like Jesus' face, but whatever. Hey Mythos, what happened? You're hurt. It's okay. I'm fine now. Did you see the boulders outside? The other day there was a massive earthquake, and the boulders fell toward me. I see. I'm glad you're safe. Yeah, and that's really impressive the way you protected Tabitha like that, Mythos. You saved us before, too. You're a really nice guy, Mythos. Not really. Mythos is a kind person. Yeah, he helped us find Rain when she disappeared too. You're awesome, Mythos, man. What are they all, like, gay for Mythos or something? Anyway, thank you. A nice guy. I've never seen the zoomed-in picture of that costume. Regarding Colette's illness, it's most likely chronic Angelus Crystallis inefficium. Chronic Angelus rejection of the crystal is said to occur in 1 out of every 1,000,000 people. Yeah, that's convenient. But I've heard that knowledge of the cure was lost long ago. If you could find records from the ancient war, then perhaps... So it all comes back to the ancient war. Well, where do we go to find records of it? There's an archive building in Sybac that is dedicated to the history of Mythos. Oh yeah, now that you mention it, I've heard of that. Oh yes, I do know about that. An archive building. Wonder if it will be of any use.